Hail, dear viewers and listeners. Minstrel Duke came to your country with another story. Dear friends, the road has led me further east, to the land of Romania, where the winds whisper secrets through the Carpathian Mountains, and the very soil seems to hum with ancient magic. As the journey continues, I find myself in a place where myth and reality dance together, where every stone, every tree, carries a tale of old. Tonight, beneath the glowing moon, I offer you a story from this land, one that has lingered in the hearts of its people for generations. It is the legend of the miraculous tree of Ialamada. Without delay, let's go to our story today. The story of the miraculous tree of Ialamada. Long ago, in a village nestled at the foot of the Carpathian Mountains, there stood a great oak tree unlike any other. This tree, known as the Ialamada oak, was said to possess powers far beyond the natural world. It was believed that whoever sat beneath its boughs with a pure heart and an honest wish would find their desires fulfilled. But this oak did not simply grant wishes to any who came. No, it was said that only those truly worthy, those who had shown kindness and compassion, who had given without expecting in return, could receive its blessing. And so, the villagers cherished the oak, gathering in its shade to seek solace and wisdom. One fateful day, a young girl named Elena, orphaned and alone, ventured to the tree. Her heart was heavy with sorrow, for she had no family, no place to call home. She had lived a life of hardship, working day and night, trying to survive in a world that seemed indifferent to her plight. With hope in her heart, Elena knelt before the oak and whispered her wish, "Grant me the strength to find my way, to create a life filled with love and purpose, no matter how difficult the journey may be." The wind rustled through the leaves of the oak, and for a moment, Elena felt a warmth flood her heart. She closed her eyes and felt the weight of the tree's ancient power. But when she opened her eyes, the tree remained silent, its branches swaying gently in the evening breeze. Disheartened, Elena stood up to leave, but before she could take a step, an old woman appeared from the shadows. Her face was wise, and her eyes held the depth of many years lived. The woman spoke in a soft, yet commanding voice, "The oak has granted you your wish, child. But remember, strength does not come from the world around you, it comes from within." Elena was puzzled, but the woman continued, "You must go forth with kindness, with courage, and with an open heart. The path will not always be easy, but you will find that the love you give will return to you 100-fold." With that, the old woman disappeared into the night, and Elena felt a surge of clarity fill her soul. She realized that her true strength lay not in waiting for life to give her what she desired, but in creating that life herself. From that day on, Elena worked tirelessly, not only for herself but for others. She shared her wisdom, her compassion, and soon, the village around her began to prosper. People traveled from far and wide, seeking the miraculous oak and the wisdom of the girl who had once wished for a better life. And though the oak still stood as a silent guardian, it was Elena's spirit, her unyielding kindness, that had truly transformed the land. True strength is not found in seeking magic or miracles from the world around us, but in discovering the power within ourselves to change the course of our lives and the lives of others. As the Ialamada oak reminds us, our greatest gifts come not from wishing for what we do not have, but from using what we already possess to shape a better world. And so, my dear companions, I leave the land of Romania with a heart full of magic, knowing that sometimes the most extraordinary transformations are the quietest ones. The world, as vast as it is, often asks us to look within before we search without. Until our next tale, may you carry the strength of the Ialameda oak in your hearts, wherever you may go. What do you think? Ready to continue with this journey? Take care until the next story. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share the story with your friends. Be in the shelter of wisdom.